Hey kids, it's Dan from the FMV Archive, and we just got done playing Hello Stranger, released in May 2025 on Steam by Paul Rashid. I'm sorry if I'm butchering that, Paul, but I cannot figure that one out. He's worked on a couple other popular FMV game series, the 5 Dates one, the 10 Dates one, and also the Complex. I'm gonna admit, this one scared me when I read the information on the game. It said interactive horror psychological thriller, and I was like, interactive? That might just be a choose your own adventure game. And you know, here at the FMV Archive, we actually like a game with our video game, surprisingly enough, not just all the choose your own adventure. You are Cam, you are the guy, the protagonist in this, and you are sitting down at your computer and strange things start to happen. This has very much a Saw, a You're Next, a Rope, Alfred Hitchcock movie, if you've ever seen that vibe. It is a game within the movie, and it is the shadowy figure trying to, make you do stuff. A lot of Jigsaw vibes from that shadow figure. When I started this, I felt a little bit leery. I think this might just be a choose your own adventure game, but very soon after that, I found that this is actually a video game. The game is, I believe, $15 on Steam. It's just released. It's a lot of fun. Let's get into the 10-point system that we have to grade our video games here at the FMV Archive. Starting with number 1, look and graphics. They're really good for this one. Everything is clean. Everything looks nice. The set is professionally done. I enjoyed everything with this. What I enjoyed probably the most of this is when I beat the game, the decision tree that came out from this. I really liked that. That is something that is missing in a lot of FMV games. If you saw a Late Shift or a review for that one, a lot of stuff, there was no decision tree in. I mean, even Plumbers Don't Wear Ties, when it got re-released, had a pretty cool decision tree on it. The game is super easy to navigate. The menus make sense. The menus look very nice. I really appreciate that. This game is essentially a one-location movie set here, and it looks really good. All the other sets are just kind of backgrounds that could have been actually in this room and just something with a green screen put behind me. And they look really good, though, which is surprising considering, they didn't use their budget on the sets. I guarantee it here, and they still look really good. Continuity and everything looks really good. There's nobody like wearing a hat here and they're not wearing a hat there, at least not that I noticed, so I was impressed with that. 9 overall for look and graphics here. Number 2, the gameplay. This is an actual game. This is not just a choose your own adventure one. A lot of the Whales Interactive game, if you saw a review for Late Shift, that is just a choose your own adventure. And a matter of fact, it's not even a choose your own adventure because if you just sit there, it'll choose something for you and the movie will progress. This one, your choices matter and it is a game. There are mini games inside of this. There's cooperative games. How do they do a cooperative game in a single player, one screen game? Yeah, they actually figured out a way to do it. And it is satisfying, which is actually very surprising. I wasn't expecting that. Only knock here, I wish I could have played the mini games outside of the game itself. I wish there was an option for that. Hopefully in an update they do have that because the games were actually pretty fun and I could have spent an extra half hour just goofing off trying to beat the games themselves. I enjoyed those. There's also a lot of variation in the games with these. There's the cooperative game, like I said. I enjoyed that. The actual mini games themselves, I enjoyed that. Really fun here. We give it an 8 overall for gameplay. The only thing, like I said, I would like to have been able to play those games a little bit more myself just because they were actually pretty fun. So number 3, the story. Is this a good story? Is this something that you should be getting into? Is this something that you're going to enjoy? Because I love the horror genre. This is my favorite genre. I am addicted to it. As long as I watch horror movies, mostly what I play is the horror genre games. And this one knocks it out of the park with the story. This is a trope that has been done hundreds of times. Hell, just the Saw series has done it 11 times. You're captive and you're being held against your will by a shadowy figure that is, you have no idea why he or she is doing this to you. You've done nothing to deserve this, or at least we don't know that. Think Black Mirror. There's a lot of technology scares in this one. Don't want to spoil too much of the story for you because I really think you should play this one. 2 things you need in a story like this. You need tension and you need stakes. The stakes need to be high and there always needs to be tension. After the first 5 minutes of this game, the stakes get pretty high and the tension is definitely there. Even in the mini games that you're playing, they are tension filled because the closer you get to the end, they get harder, and as they get harder, you want to survive through them more. So I really appreciate that. Even in the gameplay of the mini games that are in here, c'est magnifique. Very good for this one. The story overall is a 10. It is really good. I've only played through it 2 or 3 times, and the branches out and the different things that you learn every time you play it, really good. Highly recommend the story here on this one. Excellent writing. Up next, number 4, dialogue. The interactions that you have with people are very real to life. These things seem natural. They seem to make sense. The only times it doesn't make sense is I think in the cooperative playing, when you're playing with other people on other screens, I think there would be a little bit more tension here. You've already played a game, you already kind of know what the stakes are on this. You'd feel that people would be a little bit more mean and less cooperative and a little bit more deceptive when they're playing it. Again, that's nitpicking here. All the dialogue is very good, it makes sense, it feels natural, and that has to do a lot with the acting, but the writing makes it easy for the actors because it does feel natural. The only thing you may have changed a little bit, the bad guy is kind of cliched, but I mean, he's a bad guy. It's kind of hard to write yourself out of that. 9 overall for the dialogue here. It is very good. Number 5, the consequences of your decisions. Does it matter which choices you actually make in this game, or is it just a linear path that you're just going to get to the end no matter what? Yeah, hell yeah, it matters. There are people that you meet depending on the choices that you make, that you don't meet in the other gameplays through this. Just playing it through 3 times, I got to meet totally different people and have totally different storylines that were wildly different than the other storylines that I played through. I really enjoy that. There's also 10 endings on this one. The ones that I saw, very different. Very well done and makes sense within the story and are actually believable when you see it played through and you realize the other storylines that may be going on throughout them. Also enjoyed that you can actually choose the games that you want to play. I thought that was a lot of fun. Like, hey, this one sounds a lot more interesting, and you can choose it, and if you die, you can go back and choose the other one. So I really like that aspect of it. 10 out of 10 for choosing the consequences on this one. I don't know if you can do it much better than this one. Excellente. Acting. This is really good in this one too. Can't say too much negative about this. George Blagden, I believe it is. I'm not sure. He's Cam. He's your hero. He's been in a couple other video games. Elder Ring, The Diofield Chronicle. He's been in 25 different credits on his IMDb page, including Vikings. He was on 30 episodes of that. So you may recognize him from that if you're a fan of that show. Really good. He kind of carries it, and he needs to, because he's the main character on it. He's in every single scene of this. He's in every single screenshot almost of it. So he needs to carry it, and he does a fabulous job on this one. There's a lot of other bit characters that are on screen for maybe just a couple minutes, and, you know, going back to that, there are no small roles. They do what they're asked to do, and they do it very well. Acting, easy, 10 out of 10. Everybody knocked it out of the park. Direction and cinematography. How does the camera work look on this one? It is pretty darn good. Love the lens selections on this one. This room is not big. I can guarantee you that, but it looks a lot bigger with the lenses that they pick on here and the things that they zoom in on, the things they have in the background. So kudos to the person who set up this set for that. I really appreciate that. Your only nitpicks here, and again, they would be absolute nitpicks, would be, you know, there could have been a little more camera movement here in some of the action sequences. Maybe some of the death scenes could have been a little bit more gory if you're a horror fan. You wanted a little bit more blood. Again, these are all things that you're splitting hairs, and when something's done really well, you kind of have to pick at it and split hairs at it, or you're just kind of gushing over it and there's nothing bad to say. Not that there is much bad to say about this, because it is a really good game. I like the game so much I would have liked there to have been more. That's the only thing what I'd really like to say about this game. But the direction, the cinematography on this one, 9 overall, done really well. Number 8, the music. How's the music on this one? It's pretty good. I like this. It's nothing, you know, they didn't hire a symphony for it, obviously, but it's done well. It sounds good. It's in the background. You don't never notice it as being bad, which is a key to it, because bad music can really ruin a game, let me tell you that. The music is good. It's not the best you've ever heard on a video game, but it's by far not the worst. 8 overall for the music. Number 9, the fake word inventiveness. Is this game doing something that you haven't seen before in FMV games? I would have to say yes. The addition of the mini games on here and the cooperative mini games that you're playing with other random people that you meet on the internet, I don't know if I've ever seen that before. And in the way that it's done, and it's done so well, that really makes it stand out. This is a choose your own adventure game with gaming elements into it, which that is quite rare nowadays. Most of these games now, they're the full motion video and market themselves as full motion video, are just straight choose your own adventure. And to me, that's really boring. Your mileage may vary on those type of games, but for me, they're not games. They're movies where you just happen to have a little bit of a choice in the narrative. This game, while you have a choice in the narrative, you're still doing stuff. You're still having fun, and you actually care about the decisions you're making. That, in itself, is inventive to me. So we're going to give you a 10 out of 10 for inventiveness. Thank you for actually adding gaming to the FMV games. Number 10, fun. Is this game fun? Of course it's fun. It's a whole hell of a lot of fun. My only complaint is I wish it was longer, because I really enjoyed everything on it. I wish there was even more mini games. Not that there's not a lot to do on this game, because there is a whole hell of a lot to do, but I enjoyed every aspect of it that I wanted to do more of it. You know, there's a couple other short games, like we did the Case Files of Paulette Williams on here. That's about the same in length. That does not have near the replay value of this. You're just watching video on this one. This one, you're actually interacting with that video. Late Shift, kind of the same thing. Choose your own adventure. You're not really interacting with the video. You're just kind of watching it. This one is a truly interactive FMV horror, thriller, psychology, thriller, whatever you want to put on. 10 out of 10 for fun. Final score for this game, 93 overall. Man, this game is damn near perfect. I highly recommend this to anybody that wants to play an FMV game. The final verdict. Should you be playing this? Well, I've only said that like 10 times, so of course, yeah, you should be playing this, but replay value high, fun value high, and you know what, it's 15 bucks. I'd say you're getting your $15 value out of this, because you're gonna wanna play this a couple times. This one would be fun to play in a group setting too, when you're playing with other people. Save this one for October, I would say, and watch this one on Halloween with your friends. This one could be a lot of fun to play in a group. Everything's done really well. Pick up this game, have some fun with it, enjoy it. If you find any other FMV games that you like, that you think we should be playing and think we should be reviewing, throw them here in the comments. We are always looking for new content. Please like and subscribe. Thank you. Go check it out.